Well, clearly not the right time, but I guess we need to talk about.
Hello, this is Duke from Duke It Out, and welcome to another episode of We Need to Talk About. Now, when I wanted to start doing this series, CM Punk was the first topic that came to mind. From him returning to wrestling 2 years ago to the Brawl Out last year. Regardless, he has kept himself as one of the most discussed people of the business throughout this decade. But it did quickly go from continuously positive to very divided. We will never really know what happened that night, especially with everything being kept in secrecy legally. So it was always going to leave fans with divided opinions. There are fans who agree with Punk's statements at the All Out Media Scrum, or at the very least understand his anger. And there are others who think his negativity is a toxic trait to the whole AEW locker room. But things have definitely sizzled out at this point, but we still haven't seen CM Punk in the world of pro wrestling since he defeated Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. So what we need to talk about is, what's next for CM Punk? Before I begin, please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more great wrestling content. Dad? No? Okay. Well, anyway, so CM Punk has been Oh! We have seen CM Punk in other events besides pro wrestling. He did some commentary for the MMA promotion CFFC, where he teased his locker room reputation and the shoulder injury that he suffered at All Out. And he has stayed active on social media, sometimes trolling where his career will lead to. And recently at New Japan's event Battle of the Valley, Punk was sitting in the crowd enjoying some good old wrestling. And regardless of people's opinion on him, everyone acknowledged that it was at least intriguing, with Kenta continuing to tease/convince Punk into a match. But a guy like CM Punk has the kind of star power to appear anywhere at this point. So could he go to another wrestling promotion? Now, this scenario seemed more likely a few months ago, but I think it was just the mystery of the Royal Rumble match, and we can never know what'll really happen until we actually see it. The chances of Punk going back to WWE were already slim to none, but if we didn't get him at the Rumble, we're not getting him at all there in 2023. Or ever, for that matter. Now, ever since the Brawl Out, everyone would be back and forth on whether or not CM Punk was going to come back to AEW. We knew he already had to take time off with an injury and surgery, but getting in a fight with 3 EVPs can make a job be in jeopardy. And after CM Punk's very public and dramatic exit from WWE, it brought some similar feelings from 2014 back to fans. And when it comes to talents, we've heard rumors of Jericho calling Punk a cancer, to Mark Henry saying he should be back in the locker room. And to be honest, I gotta agree with Mark Henry. Not only because Punk is a huge star that's beloved by many fans, but this real-life story with Kenny and the Young Bucks could be a f***ing goldmine for the company. Like, imagine the Elite versus CM Punk and FTR. But with the rumors of FTR now leaving AEW, it's all just a big shit show. But to be honest, I think him returning to AEW is more likely than not at the moment. I know, Tony Khan also owns Ring of Honor, but Punk exclusively wrestling there for a certain period of time would actually be very enticing. You could argue that if there was a Mount Rushmore for Ring of Honor's history, CM Punk would definitely have a spot up there. And he clearly has so much love for the promotion, connected to so many of his roots there, and he's left matches and moments from that promotion that are still highly praised decades later. And since Ring of Honor has been starting its own weekly show on Thursdays, having CM Punk in there would be an instant draw to people, and can further let the promotion grow with Tony's changes to it. And so we could get another Punk versus Joe match. I don't care if it's nearly 20 years later, I still want to see it. CM Punk is 44 years old and has dealt with a couple serious injuries in his AEW career already. And coming back after a serious situation like the Brawl Out is a lot of pressure for any performer. And since Punk already had a lot of his passion for wrestling taken away after his WWE run, we could be afraid that he's feeling that way again after the Brawl Out, along with other frustrations he had building up to that. And CM Punk has had successes from other fields, like in film or in the comic world. So it's sad to say, but him never returning to pro wrestling has to be on the table, even if it's just 1%. It's been a very weird situation to think over. A little more than 10 years ago, I idolized CM Punk, and to this day is one of my favorites of all time. But I can't say I fully agree with how he displayed everything during the media scrum, and pro wrestling is a business with plenty of egos, and sometimes those egos could cause some extreme chaos. But I honestly think that he should come back to AEW, or even Ring of Honor. It could be one last run, or a few more to come. But I think at this point, it's the kind of clarity that I think would benefit the fans and the company overall. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to see Punk and MJF battle for the title. So while I can understand frustrations that people have toward Punk, I also see the adrenaline he brings to the business, and plenty of times, that's interchangeable. So let's just hope to getting some confirmation so we can stop f***ing speculating. My brain hurts. So that was another episode of We Need to Talk About. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and duke out your opinions below in the comments.
When they tell you you can't, you can. And when they tell you don't do it, that's when you should be amplified to do it fucking most. It's guilty. I be moving slow and steady. Don't think twice about me not being ready. The thoughts are heavy, sinking to the abyssal depths already. But money I see, I do not envy. Paper is nice, but it's not the first target clearly. Ayy, living my life with some purity. Rather be fade to obscurity.